Now we want to go ahead and install VLC, and again we're going to use the Synaptics package manager for that. We'll just search for VLC. And EmPlayer, and corresponding codecs and plugins, and XMMS, and the corresponding codecs and plugins. Okay, let's go find our VLC. Oops, looks like I passed it. Multimedia player and streamer, that's what we want right there. And all of the required dependencies. And there's lots of other plugins for VLC that we could download. Visualization plugins and things. Seems like every media player has those, but we'll just kind of keep it simple. And 24 new packages. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll give us DVD player, media player. Lots of, just lots of multimedia versatility there. And while that's downloading, boy, hard to believe Romney dropped out of the race there. Gee, who saw that coming? That wasn't planned. Not at all. Let's go into the news. And one more file we need to grab there for our package files and dependencies. And after we do VLC, we're going to do EmPlayer, and then we need to just go grab some Codex, a Codex pack. And actually, by default, EmPlayer will play just about anything. It's kind of a video Swiss Army knife, but we're going to add a few extra codecs so it can do things like play FLV files and 3GP files from cell phones, and then we'll just configure XMMS. We want to add MP3 functionality and some WMA functionality. And we'll look at setting file type associations, and when we get done, we'll have basically an open source, GNU public licensed multimedia powerhouse, if you'll permit me to say. Okay. So there's our VLC. We're going to go ahead and grab EmPlayer. And by the way, as these packages are installed, if they have menu entries, you'll notice they appear. Here in this case is VLC Media Player. Here's XMMS that we installed. And you can run them from a command prompt or alternatively from a menu. And there's several KDE derivatives. That's the K EmPlayer, but we're interested in EmPlayer in this particular instance. The ultimate movie player for Linux is, notice it's what it's defined as here in the Synaptics package manager, and it truly is. It just plays about everything. So we're going to go ahead and install that. Lots of packages and dependencies. Just all of these are different libraries that will enable us to decode video and media of many different formats. Okay, changes have been applied. And I'm going to go back to the package manager. I've got my EmPlayer. Want to come back and get some EmPlayer plugins, but while we're here in Synaptics, I'm going to go ahead and add a few plugins to XMMS as well. just to increase its functionality, and we'll be done. Now there are so many more things to cover in Linux, but at least we'll be about done with the multimedia portion of that. So let's go over here, starting at XMMS, and I want to go. Let's see what plugins we have. Now there's so many plugins. It would take a long time for me to try to install all that. Visualization plugins, plugins that let you do ripping from CDs and slow music down, speed music up, just everything. DJing. There's tons and tons of plugins. In this case, I'm just going to try to get a few of the basic ones. And along with their dependencies. I'll just try to show you some. Here's the WMA input plugin. Let me go back up here and make sure we got everything we need for MP3s. MPG, we'll add MPEG in there. And I'll go ahead and add the mod. I don't know if you guys ever listen to any mod stuff, but from the old Amiga days and Commodore days. Alright, that should give us everything we need in this case for some basic MP3 functionality. And one thing left is we'll go to a website and grab a few additional codecs or plugins for our EmPlayer. Changes have been applied, and we'll be ready to test everything out.